Atelier des Ors is one of the hottest and most creative niche brands out there, known primarily for Lune Feline, Rouge Soirée, and then their freshies, the Riviera series. But here's 5 fragrances that are perfect for this transitional spring weather. The first is Noir by Night. This is incense, coriander, caviar, mate, sandalwood. This is essentially a green sandalwood fragrance that's been made somewhat salty and aquatic by the addition of caviar. Some say caviar is fishy. It's not fishy here at all. This is a very masculine, it's very dense, very sandalwood type fragrance. And there's also like dream wood in this fragrance, which is in a synthetic note, which smells like sandalwood and gaiac wood. And they basically made it a very creamy, woody scent with green and aquatic notes. The next one is Cuir Sacre. This is a green leather fragrance with cardamom, cypress, juniper, incense, cedar needles, not just cedar. This gives it a kind of like a pine type vibe. Then there's leather and vetiver. And this is primarily a vetiver fragrance more than a leather fragrance to my nose, because as it dries down, the vetiver starts to dominate. It's for the gentleman. You could use it all day long. It's sophisticated. It's more of a skin scent, but it lasts and lasts and lasts. It's this beautiful green leather fragrance. And then the next one is Villa Primrose, which features pear, rose, iris, ambrette, musk, amberwood, and leather. This is kind of has a champagne vibe from the pear and the rose and the kind of the warm amberwood and the musk. Is very beautiful. The first time I tried it about 6 months ago, I thought it was kind of a nice, kind of a fresh pink rose fragrance, but it isn't. There's a dark side to it, and it's very complex and very deceiving. So it keeps shifting on your skin. And if you're a champagne lover and you tried Pink Me Up but found that it was slightly too sweet or the performance wasn't good enough, this Villa Primrose is worth a try because the performance is not a problem here. The next one is Blue Madeleine. This is inspired by Marcel Proust's Remembrance of Things Past, a scene where a character bites into this French biscuit and it reminds him of these childhood memories. This is a milky black tea gourmand fragrance. There's cinnamon, there's tea, milk, rose, sandalwood, and praline. Praline from Killeen's Angel Share or Parfum de Marly Haltane, but here it adds this beautiful gourmand touch to give you this impression that you're consuming black tea with milk in it and also eating a cookie. It's a very original gourmand. And the final one is Kawa Karda, which is their take on the quite popular green coffee genre. They don't list any notes, so you're left to assume it has to have coffee and cardamom from the title, and that it does. The cardamom here is so cooling and it projects like crazy. The opening is a lot like Killeen's Intoxicated, but it's deeper, richer. You almost get the feeling that there's ambergris in there because there's a kind of a salty, sparkly feel that goes through the entire fragrance. And then the coffee comes in, and it's a deeper, richer coffee than you get in Killeen's Intoxicated. If you like Intoxicated, but find that the cardamom and coffee fade too quickly into the sweet notes in the base, this is just for you. It's just mesmerizing, it's complex, and they didn't list the notes because they want you to go on your own journey through the whole fragrance without trying to pick out notes. So anyway, here's 5 perfect fragrances for the spring that you want to check out. And by the way, if you're a coffee lover, Riche Ladore's Oud Luwak is coming back. Oud Luwak is one of the greatest coffee fragrances ever, and they have a new classics collection, and they're going to sell out in 5 or 10 minutes. So look into it. You won't be disappointed if you blind buy it and you're a coffee lover. Anyway, if you're a fan of fashion and fragrance related content, my new novel, The Orphean, came out in September. It's a day in the life of a man's fashion and fragrance influencer on his way to meet his estranged daughter in a very Kafkaesque world. It's my 12th novel, and in my opinion, the best perfume novel since Patrick Susskind's. And actually, speaking of Proust, I was very much inspired by Proust. He has very long, very detailed sentences and descriptions here. So for the literature aficionado and the perfume aficionado. Anyway, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.